Welcome to my Stemzorg PvP build Blink. Now I'm actually really excited to talk about this one because it has kind of a unique playstyle. We have super high mobility, we are not using heavy armor or sword and board. And I recommend playing this one, like it's the most fun in Imperial City because you can kite people around really well with this build. Now you might think 21k health, is he completely stupid? Let me tell something else. We are not even using impen. Now, first off, I want to talk about the general things about the build, and then at the end or the last part I will talk about the idea, the mechanics or like combos of the build and what you should be aware of to successfully play it. Now let's get started. First off, we are using the Serpent Mundus Stone for stamina recovery. We are a werewolf. You could be a vampire if you want to. We are using tri-stat food, here health, magicka, stamina. Then the main potions we are using are those immovable pots. Give us knockback immunity, like CC immunity, speed buff and stamina. Speed buff is really important. It's basically a perma speed buff we get from those potions, and it's just insane how fast we can run, plus we can't get stunned or stuff like that, which is really important. Now we are using 5 pieces Eternal Hunt. I have tri-stat on the chest and the pants, and everything else is enchanted with stamina. Well fitted trait. Then we are using 2 pieces Valid Ref. Use them in whatever trait you have them. Well fitted or impen would be best. Now another set, 5 piece Viper with full weapon damage. If you have resource issues you could use stamina recovery glyphs. But as you see, 1.6k, and when I like use a potion, I'm at 1.8k stam recovery, plus we have 35k stam, which is nice. 2 daggers of Viper. Now why daggers and not swords? Because this sharpened dagger is really easy to get. It's a signature drop in Fungal Grotto 1 normal mode. You can farm it from the second boss, like 20 runs and you have 2 daggers. If you want swords sharpened, sure, you can do that, and I guess we will see us in like half a year again, because you're probably gonna do 1000 runs till you have one. Then second weapon, Maelstrom, 2-hander. You could use a sword, a maul, whatever you want, and it doesn't need to be a Maelstrom weapon. It could be a Viper 2-hander or just some random stuff. Of course, this might be a little bit better because you get the 190 extra weapon damage. Poisons, drain health poison on this one. And on the second bar we have the damage magicka poison, which drain stamina and magicka. Let's get to the champion points. 100 mighty, 57 piercing, 30 melee, weapon expert to get the riposte. This can be coming in really handy. 47 tumbling, 60 mooncalf, 80 warlord. Then we have 47 hardy, 50 elemental defender, 30 thick skinned and 60 resistance. Now make sure to have like 120 points in here for the unchained one. Like, it's not necessary, but it's nice to have. Then that's basically the champion points set up. In terms of skills, crit surge, nice heal, gives us major brutality. Rearming trap, so this one, like I said, this build is most fun in Imperial City. It roots people, you can put your Eternal Hunt on top of that, deals really nice damage. Bloodthirst, so this is also a small heal, and we mainly use this skill to do small damage and proc our Viper. Resolving Vigor, our heal should be up all the time. Streak, one of the main aspects of the build to gain high mobility, and I will show you in a second how. Like, we basically can spam this shit forever, okay? Then we have Werewolf, Berserker, Morphia. I mainly have this to get the passive, like when you see, where is it? Wait, let me check. While slotted, your stamina recovery is increased by 15%, the last text there. That's really nice to get a little more stamina recovery. If you're a vampire, you still get 10% without slotting it. But werewolf could also be handy, so make sure to level that up. Rally, this is one of our main burst heals, really nice, must have. Critical rush, gap closer. Defensive rune. So this is our anti-gank protection system. Like, this works really well. There is so many Incap, Valley Ref, Viper builds out there that could one-shot you. But if you have that up, they're not gonna one-shot you if you react fast. Yes, you get stunned, but they also get stunned and then can't attack you anymore. Even though we are using well fitted and only have 21k health, I barely have gotten one-shotted. Because that shit is fucking OP. Then Executioner here. Now, you could use Wrecking Blow, but I don't recommend it, because Wrecking Blow makes you slow and vulnerable to attacks. Remember, we want to have high mobility. And now we are using Dark Conversion, not Dark Deal. Why is that? First off, we don't need the stamina recovery. Like, we don't need extra stamina. What we need to be able to keep like streaking and stuff, kiting our people, we need endless magicka. And with that skill, it's so easy to get. So run Dark Conversion. And the last thing, Dawnbreaker of Smithing, because this is simply really fucking strong. Now, that's basically setup. If you play in a group, for example, and like you want to walk around fast and you don't want to let people in your traps, or like you can't, you could use Steel Tornado here. If you play in a group, can be really nice. You also could use Deadly Cloak if you want more like AoE damage reduction, for example. But as I play mostly solo, the trap is actually the one that comes in most handy. Now to the most important part, the idea or like the playstyle. So remember, we are super mobile, we can't take a lot of damage. So how do you keep yourself alive? You have Crit Surge, which heals, you have Bloodthirst, which heals, Vigor should be up at all times. You have Rally, and we also have Dark Conversion. You see, it gives us 8k health and almost 5k magicka. Sure, it gets cut in half the health, but it's still a lot. And Defensive Rune is just really strong. Now in terms of combo, what you can pull off, like I said, in Imperial City, this build is really fun to play, because what you can do is, for example, run, drop trap, dodge roll. Both things will be at the same location, just you need to practice a little bit. But then it's the same location. And people don't see the trap, they only see the Eternal Hunt, which they mostly ignore because it's not that much damage. So they think you keep running away from them, right? But you're waiting. When he comes around the corner, gets hit by the rune and trap, he most likely dodge rolls to get out of it, and that's when you want to charge a heavy attack or just use the Dawnbreaker together with Executioner. And that can be a really strong combo. If it's not enough, swap back to your dual wield bar, Bloodthirst to get the Viper proc, and most people rip. If there is a few people, don't try to fight them all at once. Kite them, keep kiting them, like you have the methods. If you're fighting around houses, you can just fucking run around house, through house, streak through windows and all that kind of stuff and come from behind again. Because nobody really thinks that you're that fast. That's the thing. So there is gameplay footage on my website, on the build page on the bottom if you want to go check it out. It's a little bit old. I will try to get new footage done, but I don't really have a lot of time to play. I hope you got the idea behind the build. If you have any questions for the build or stuff like that, or suggestions, you can ask in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Cheers.